Hi, I'm what's left of Jim Beaver. A friend of mine named Ben Acker, who used to write for a show that I used to, well, I've never actually seen it, but I'm familiar with it, called Supernatural, is probably the greatest writer in the world. And he has a new book coming out, I believe, on August 30th, called Stories to Keep You Alive Despite Vampires. Now, I think he thinks it's aimed at young adults, but either I'm a lot younger than I look, or it's written for a lot more people than just that. And I thought it'd be fun to read you one of the amazing stories in this book. And this is it. That probably looks backwards on your screen, doesn't it? I don't know how these things work. Anyway, this is The Chase, and it's just an example of what's in this book. Charby had an extremely troubling dream, but it was nothing compared to waking up. She had been dreaming somewhat troubling dreams a lot lately, about being chased by something she could never see, but she could hear it panting, growling, its paws heavy and relentless against the ground. When she'd turn around to see what it was, she'd wake up. This dream, this extremely troubling dream, was different. For one thing, it was much more troubling. For another, she was doing the chasing. She was the creature. Her footfalls were the ones that sounded like thunder in this extremely troubling dream. She was chasing her dog, Peppermint, which she would never do by choice, but in the dream she was furiously pursuing her pup. She could feel his fear, and in the dream it fueled her. The more it fueled her, the closer she got. The closer she got, the more of the fear she could feel, and so on. She got close enough that Peppermint was within reach, and so that's what she did. She reached out, grabbed him, scooped him up, and tossed him, whoop, down her throat. She woke up feeling so strange, like a water balloon about to burst, like a nauseated water balloon with a dry mouth and tired legs. She felt like a water balloon full of bees. There was a stirring and a scratching deep inside her, a panic in what her mom called her tum-tum, no matter how much she insisted that at 11 it was her stomach, thank you. A panic in her stomach, thank you. But it wasn't her panic. The panic grew. No, it moved. It squeezed up into her rib cage, up through her neck, to her mouth. She could feel it in there. Wet, matted fur. The panic nosed its cold nose past her teeth and lips, pushing against her mouth sides in a scramble to come up and out. It, whatever dogs have instead of elbows, its way halfway out of her mouth, then pushed paws against Charby's cheeks and chin until it plopped out and landed there on the bed. This dog, this betrayed-faced dog, licking itself clean while keeping a leery eye on Charby. Charby's mind flopped around like a dying fish's mind probably does, not because what had just happened, as much as what happened next, what she came to realize, which was, that's not my dog. Ben Acker, Stories to Keep You Alive Despite Vampires.